Alright, looks like it's working. There we go. Sweet. We'll give people a second to filter in here. I'm going to unmold these dice while I wait. I poured resin last night. Most of I did like 2 sets plus this set of fate dice, but the other 2 sets are, one of them's a commission, one of them's for Patreon D20, so you don't get to see them yet. But we'll unmold these. Ooh, turned out kind of cool. It's very inky. These ended up paler than I thought they would, which is honestly kind of cool. I'm okay with that. I thought they would end up darker, quite honestly. I guess I didn't add a ton of ink, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with them being all kind of pale. They ended up kind of cool. Although this one looks, I think, a lot different from the other ones. The other ones are a lot more pink and blue, and then this one has a lot more orange. It's okay. They still match. There's still some orange in some of these. Oh, I should probably put on, like, Discord or something when I'm going live. That'd probably be smart. I always feel a little bit bad spamming the Discord. I have a whole channel that is just me, which seems kind of weird. I don't know. I feel awkward about having a whole channel to myself. I mean, technically, I guess it's my Discord, but I don't really think of it as, like, my Discord. Let me set these out of the way. And we can talk about what the plan is for today. I have so much resin scrap in the bin underneath my table. It is overflowing, and I now have resin scrap all over the floor. Ugh. All right. Let me start pulling things out. So, a little bit of backstory. Maybe I'll wait until we show up to that. But I have all of these mica powders. They've all been used. Some of them are a little bit sticky. So I might need to wipe them down a little bit. But I have all of these mica powders. This is apparently red and this is apparently pink. That I haven't tried yet, partially because they are all covered in mica powder. I think I do want to wipe these down. But I haven't tried any of these yet, and so I want to do some of the little test chips like I've done for like all of my other pigments. So we're going to make some of those for all of these. How is that sky blue and that blue green? They're both white. Are they interference ones? That's very strange. I guess, I don't know, weird. Well, I guess we'll see what they do in the resin. And let's also wipe these down. Let me grab a thing to wipe these down with. I have wipes over here. Make sure the lids are on too, because that lid was not on very well. Oh, or are these glow in the dark? It says luminescent. Oh, are these glow in the dark pigments? I might need to turn the light off and see if these are glow in the dark. The problem is, of course, that there's a window right above me. But actually, I could probably stick these under a UV lamp. I found that usually they glow under the UV lamp if they're glow in the dark. But that would make more sense to me if these are glow in the dark pigments. Hi, Sim. How you doing? I'm trying to clean all these off because they are covered in mica powder. I kind of inherited some mica powders, but I'm at the moment I'm wondering whether these are glow in the dark or not. Luminescent. That would probably mean glow in the dark, right? I'm good. I'm good. I woke up at so it's noon for me now. Nope. Well, the thing that's confusing me is that one of these is apparently blue-green and one of them is apparently sky blue, and they both look white to me, which is what made me think maybe they're glow in the dark or something. We'll see if I can test them. Yeah, luminescent is that it glows. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, yeah, I think luminescent means that it glows. I think so. But here, I'm cleaning them all off because they're all covered in stuff. So hey, Cobra! The story behind all of these pigments is that my dad was in charge of an art club at his school, and he got some resin stuff for the students to use, and then it was a giant mess, so he decided that he did not want to do that with his students anymore. And emitting light not caused by heat. Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, so these are glow-in-the-dark pigments. Well, I'll still try them. Might as well. I haven't actually made ones for my other glow-in-the-dark pigments, but that's because I don't have a ton. There's not a ton of pigment in them, really. But anyways, he bought all the resin stuff himself, and so when he decided that he didn't want to do the resin stuff and he wasn't going to be doing the art club, he gave them to me. But they've been used by a bunch of middle schoolers, so they are covered in all sorts of mica powder and stuff. Even more so than all of mine are covered in mica powder and resin and stuff. It's honestly impressive. Oh, fluorescent. Yeah, fluorescent is the one where it's bright colors. Luminescent is the one where it emits light. Yeah, okay. Well, actually, fluorescent also just means that it fluoresces under UV light, or under black light. Is black light UV light? Yeah. 12-pack of rainbow glow powders. Well, I have some glow-in-the-dark powders up here already that I haven't... I wonder if these will work similarly to this. I didn't make... Let me grab the glow-in-the-dark powders that I already have. Just a second. They're up here. I need to climb on the table. They're up here with my bees and beetles. Ah. They're quite literally, if you get squeamish about bugs, look away. But yeah, quite literally, I have bees and beetles up here. But no, I haven't made little test chips of these because I just don't have very much of them. So I probably won't. I could make one of this one though. I have quite a bit more of this. Oh gosh, a couple of these smell. I really should make some more dice with bees and beetles in them. The beetles were actually both of them I ended up with because of commissions, and it's just really fun. I love the like curio type stuff. So when someone was just like, hey, how do you feel about putting bugs in resin? I'm like, yes. I have like a beetle encased in resin on my bookcase upstairs. I think it's so cool. Oh, but no, a couple of the orangish ones in here smell so strongly of sulfur. But boy, do they glow really well. They glow really well, but now also I can smell eggs now. It's fine once it's in the, in the resin. Once it's like encased, it's fine, but it smells like eggs. Cool. So maybe I will try and get, I think I'll try and do that one too. Oh yeah, it's at least, oh gosh, 40 degrees. Are we talking, I'm assuming that's, wait, 40 degrees. Is that Fahrenheit or Celsius? Because I feel like either one of those is bad. Is it unbelievably hot right now or unbelievably cold right now? Fahrenheit. Oh, okay, that's very cold for inside. Oh, yeah, I have hedgehog slippers. I had cat slippers and I wore them so much around the house that I like wore out the bottoms of them. This room's also quite cold right now. It's not 40 degrees cold. You're never leaving, oh gosh. To be fair, it's like 20 something degrees outside where I am right now in Fahrenheit. Oh, that's what I was gonna say earlier. I woke up at, so it's, okay, I don't have the snow. It's supposed to snow on Tuesday, I think, but we don't get a ton of snow, it just gets cold here. So it's still summer there. Oh boy. It's definitely not summer here. I'm just gonna move this out of the way. Don't need that right now. Ow. I hit my knee. So it's about, I started streaming at about noon. So I set my alarm for 10 this morning, which is when I usually get up to stream on Saturdays. I also set an alarm for 7 this morning because I had a couple of orders that I needed to ship out, and I was going to put them out there last night, and then I was just like, it's 24 degrees at midnight. It's probably going to get colder than that, and there's liquid cores in here. I think I will wait until tomorrow morning to ship these out. So I went and set an alarm for 7 a.m. And shipped them out this morning. And it was still 26 degrees or whatever. Or actually, it was 24 degrees, I think, this morning at 7 when I went out. And it was 26 when I went to bed at midnight last night. A week ago it was 70. To be fair, that is kind of what it's like here. I mean, it wasn't 70 a week ago. It's been cooler for a little bit. But at least going from winter to summer, I always joke about our week of spring, because it goes from like, oh howdy, which do you want to go by? Saria? Is that how you say it? Saria or Amen? Anyways, no, I always joke about our week of spring here, because it goes from, you know, 30 degrees Fahrenheit to 108 in the span of like a week. Have you heard of Ohio's 12 seasons? And they all happen in the same day? Is that Ohio's 12 seasons? It's one of those ones where it's 12 seasons all in one day. I went to a like a summer camp type thing at one point. Amen. All right, sounds good. I mean, you have other choices too, if you'd prefer something else. But I went to a summer camp at one point. We always joked about if you don't like the weather, wait for 3 seconds. Oh, is it like a meme? Ugh, my hands are all damp now. I think I'm gonna grab a new one because this is kind of covered in stuff. For folks that have just joined, I have inherited a whole bunch of different mica powders and stuff because my dad was doing an art class, or not an art class, he was running an art club for his students and got some resin stuff, and then he's not doing it this year and didn't want to do resin stuff anymore, so he gave it to me. I also got a bunch of random molds and stuff too. I was thinking maybe at some point, maybe we could do a stream or something where we go through all of my molds, because I have a whole bunch of molds that I should use and I just haven't. They're just in a stack over there. Since I've just been focusing on dice so much. Oh gosh. And this is why there's mica powder everywhere when middle schoolers use it. It's because they didn't close the bags. The bags aren't closed. Seems like there's some pretty colors in here though, so that's why I'm like, I want to try all these. But they're all covered in resin and stuff. This smells. Hi, Jen! I'm glad you could join for half an hour. I am, at the moment, oh, sweet. I am trying out some new pigments, but at the moment I'm cleaning them off because they've been used by middle schoolers and are covered in mica powders. All right, let me go see this thing that you've posted to the Discord. Oh no. Are you headed out to work after this? Oh, memes. Ah, the youths. Yeah. Maybe once it's summertime again and I'm no longer working from 3 to 8 p.m., I'll try to do some evening streams again. But it's hard. I used to, for all of you new folks, I used to stream on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Wednesday nights. It was 7 p.m., right? Oh my gosh, I've forgotten. It's been so long. I used to do Wednesday nights, and then I started doing Saturday at this time. And then I got a job where I work from 3 to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday. So... Oh. Yeah. That was posted by the news channel. That's great. Everyone's tired of the weather, including the news channel. Ah, darn it! Come on. Learn to close the bags. I thought I had gotten it closed. Like the opposite of that one meme that's just like, why is it closed? Stop having it be closed. Ugh. My hands are all cold and damp now from all of the Clorox disinfecting wipes. I'll give it a second. I did grab some little containers as well. I don't have enough for all of the colors in the bags, but I don't like mica powders in bags. They're just annoying to me because I get them everywhere. I get mica powder all over my hands and stuff. Oh, I had your first snow. That's nice. I don't mind snow like a little bit. We don't really have the infrastructure here for a ton of snow, so you know, we get 2 feet of snow and suddenly it's just like, oh gosh, how do we get everywhere? I can't get up my driveway. I probably should get snow tires put on. Probably should get my snow tires put on. But where was I going with this? I don't remember where I was going with this. I don't know, it's just cold here at the moment. It's just in the 20s. It got cold super quick. Alright. I do need to think, so I was going to do just 100 milliliters of resin. And we're probably going to do about 2.5. Oh wait, here, let's use these first because this one's already open. So the way that I do my test chips is that I literally just put some pigment into one of these mixing cups and then mix it up, and then I let it cure in the mixing cup and that pops right out. But let me see here. So I'm probably going to do about 2.5 milliliters of each color. So let's see, what's 100 divided by 2.5? 40? Is that right? 40 times 2.5? 4 times 2.5 would be 10. Yeah, 40. So I could do 40 of them. I guess I have been learning something at my new job. Crush the dried watercolor palette thingies, makes a fine dust out of it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because those are just a pigment. Oh, get transparent colors. Cool. Oh, Peter Brown's alternative resin dyes video. He has some fun, yeah. I mean, dry pigment is dry pigment. Oh gosh. Also what? Also. Yeah. These all say that they're soap dyes actually, but that it's literally just mica powder. That's where I got my first mica powders, was from a soap. People get so squeamish over using ramen packets and some noodles for dyes. Food dryers, interesting. Combination of the heat and stuff. I mean, I feel like that's the most fun though. Let's see. Here is. I can't remember what that is actually. I should have written a word on that, but I apparently didn't. Or I did and it wore off. Let's see here. We've got. There's turmeric. Turmeric? Here's allspice. I have lots of spices in here. Oh, wait, I have wasabi powder somewhere in here. Where's the wasabi powder? Oh, here we go. Wasabi powder. That's the fun part, is trying all the weird non-actual pigment things. I don't use them a ton for in dice. I've used chili. I have here. The ones that I do use are ground up chili pepper. It makes a really good like textured red. And then I use was it Ribanator? That might have been Ribanator. Cinnamon. I use cinnamon a lot. It does a really good dark brown. And then if I'm doing dirt, if I want to make something like dirt, I'll use, what is this one? Is this cumin? I have it in here somewhere. I think it's cumin. Yeah, pretty sure this is, I use cumin and coffee grounds. Although I need to get some more dried coffee grounds. Made a Boston. I should really, I want to start doing some more, I don't know. I want to, yeah, that's Ribanator. Ribanator's been doing dice videos for quite a while. Because I remember I was watching him when I first started making dice. Had some good tutorials and things. Yeah, I think the next video I'm going to work on is going to be a tutorial. I have stuff filmed for it. I just need to actually like edit and get the script figured out for it. But I want to work on that at some point. They take more. Yeah. Ribanator's kind of the big, I don't know, I think of Ribanator's the big like dice making YouTuber, if that makes sense. It's the one that I think everyone kind of knows about in like dice making circles. good tutorials. So, where was I going? Oh, I was just gonna say I want to start, I think, branching out and doing some more different types of videos. I've been mostly doing just like, you know, making a set of dice set to music, which I think is great for like the commissions and stuff. I think that's perfect for the commissions. And then I've been doing some tutorial videos, which are fun. They take a little bit more time because I have to actually like figure out what I'm gonna say in them. Little shark mold to make the samples in. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. It's so useful. I find it so useful to have the little sample chips, because one, I can have all of my colors in the same place and be like, okay, which orange do I think is going to look better with this red or whatever. But also, sometimes things look, here's the example that I always use, things look completely different in their powdered form and their resined form. This is this. Those are the same thing. They look very different. I was sorry. This is the grape Kool-Aid one. I was wondering if it still smelled like grape Kool-Aid, because it did. Yeah, it does still smell like grape Kool-Aid. Magic? Basically. What was I gonna say? Oh, but no, I don't know, I wanna start figuring out some more different videos. The problem is that they take time. The ones that are, the easiest videos for me to make are the speed pour ones where it's just set to music. I can crank one of those out, you know, edit it in a day. I'm not very fast at editing. 10 different shapes in it. Use that for the alcohol inks. Put a number. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I find it's so useful to have like something I can look at to see how all of the different things are going to look in the resin. Oh, I'm glad that I did that, because that was not closed completely. Oh, I think where I was going with that though was, I don't know, what sort of thing should I do? I was debating, so I have a couple of different like characters that I want to make dice based off of. Should I do them as the, like, you know, just pouring set to music type videos? Or should I have something where I kind of explain the character and my thought process as to why I'm making them the way I am? Because it's like, well, some people, there's going to be lots of people that don't know these characters. But I don't know that they'd actually be interested in, like, I don't know, my thought process for why I'm making things the way I am. I don't know. I'm trying to think of how I want to do that. Whether I should just make it like a short little thing or make it a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Involved. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. Maybe I could do a voiceover, maybe, just talking about the character. And yeah, that might be it. Open pouch is a nightmare. I'm sitting on a 500-gram bag of glitter. I don't know. Were you weren't here when I knocked over the gold glitter, were you? Lore! That would be fitting for some of the dice that I want to do. Since it's a running joke in one of the things that I want to do. Oh gosh, I still have the shards of glass. Yeah. There's what's left of the bottle that I knocked off the table. I knocked over my chunky gold glitter. I knocked it over. It was in a glass bottle, and then it fell off the table. Yeah, no, there's still gold glitter down there. It's just mixed in with all of the resin scrap that is overfilling the like tub that I have down there. So now my floor is covered in chunky gold glitter and tons of resin scrap. There's a lot of resin scrap. All right, so I determined what we could do about 40 test things, right? Because they're about 2.5 milliliters and yeah. 2.5 times 40 is 100. I don't need these. Yeah. Where is that resin scrap that I've blended? Wait, where did my resin scrap go? Oh, here it is. Yeah, no, I've done that a little bit. I have a thing set to the side here that I use for just blending up resin scrap. I've done it a little bit, and it really does condense it down a lot. But yeah, I do that too. Yeah, I've done that as well. I should grab some more. I should grab some more and put the resin scrap in it. That'd be the perfect container to put this stuff in. I'm very tempted to go grab those now, but I shouldn't. Okay. Distracted. But yeah, the thing is I've been trying to sort it by color before I blend it up. But I should grab some more pill bottles. That's a good idea. I need to go pick up refills too. And then it reminded me. All right. So, let's see what we've got here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I haven't gotten what's the word I'm looking for? If there's anything else that I haven't gotten a chip made for. Manifest in my home and blend all my resin scrap. It's only what, like a 12-hour drive or something like that? Probably like a 12-hour drive. It's doable. Sink through my floorboards. Maybe you could you could just sink through your floorboards and then like sloop back up through my floorboards. That seems like how you would arrive in my house. You just come up through the floor. Let's see how many we have here. The most cursed teleportation, yeah. Like a Minecraft warden. Foils from the little baggies and pill bottles too. Yeah, I got my foil. The foil I got came in little bottles, thank goodness. I really should move some of these over to these at some point. That's why I got them, and then I got them for these glitters that I got. I got like a sample pack of glitters, and they came in little bags. And so I have moved some of them over to the little container thingies, but not all of them. I've moved the ones that I've opened over to the little container thingies. I should get some more of the little container thingies. Also, I don't know if I should continue calling them little container thingies because it's starting to not sound like a real set of words. You say that. You say that. There's like nothing left in there. Ooh, that one's pretty. It's also not quite closed, I don't think. $25, okay. I'm realizing at work how much better I've gotten at quick, like, mental math. It's kind of funny. I never passed my times tables. I passed my times tables in school once, and that was the last one that we had to take in 6th grade. I was never good at times tables, and they really annoyed me. I could do all the other math. My degree is in math. But I can't remember things. I don't have a good memory. Which, looking back on it now that I know I have ADHD, this makes sense to me. And a lot of different pressure pots lately since your test came out all blurry. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. If I'm really concerned about it, I'll type things into Google Translate. But, yeah, I appreciate you asking. Oh, this might be perfect, actually. This is what, like about 35? 30, yeah, so we have 35 that we want to do. I think that's good. I think I don't want to do 40. I don't think I want to do 40. I want to make sure I have enough. So having a little extra will be good. Got talked too often about showing your work in high school because you would complete the problems in your head. Yeah. See, the thing is now that like I'm working in a tutoring center, I understand the value in showing work and getting quicker at doing, you know, mental math and stuff. Because honestly, showing work is partially for the benefit of the person that's trying to teach you so that they can figure out where you went wrong if you went wrong. That's why, like, because I'll go around and, you know, grade things for the students on what they're working on, and every once in a while they'll get a wrong answer, and I'm like, how did you get this answer? And they're like, I don't know. I'm like, I can't help you figure out how to get the right answer. Figure out where you went wrong if you don't show your work. But also, I was the same way. It's just like, yeah, I was never fast at things. I never was good about showing my work. But now that I'm on the other side of it, I'm like, okay, I see the value in this now. Oh, I don't doubt it. Yeah. No, I was the same way. Have a good day at work, Jen. I'm glad you could come hang out for just a little bit. You're gonna have to send me your schedule at some point so we can figure out when I can stream while you're off. I'll always remember you, Jen. Okay, so what I want to do here is I'm gonna write the name of the thing, whatever the pigment is, on the cup so that I know what it is when I pull it out. So that's gonna be our next step here. And these are just kind of in my way now. I'm gonna move some of these off to the side. Alright, there we go. Now I have arm room. So let's see. So I'm going to put RE because it's Roxy Epoxy. And then blue, green. So actually I might put, yeah, it's fine. I know what that means. I'll probably write like luminescent on the little if it does change again. I'll probably write luminescent or glow in the dark on the little test chip, but I'll know what that means because none of the other ones here are going to be that. So I'm going to go down the line and do that for all of these. so that I can purple. Anyways, what were we talking about? I've forgotten what we were talking about. Oh, math. I was at one point thinking of doing a stream. So I started out on Twitch, and I was doing a lot more variety stuff. I've been debating whether I want to do any like Minecraft streams over on, because I have a gaming channel too, technically. There's not a lot on there. I have a whole 8 subscribers. But when I was on Twitch, I was doing a little bit more variety stuff, not just resin. I was playing like Minecraft on Saturdays and you know, some other stuff too. But I was debating if I wanted to do some streams over there. Where was I going with this? What was I talking about? I had somewhere that I was going with this, and I have forgotten. It had to do, was it what? Oh, the Swedish thing. So are you you're looking for suggestions in Sweden? Isn't that what it is? Oh, it is connecting. Find it. Find the Wi-Fi. Ah, I see. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll see if anybody over there has any suggestions. It's a good place to ask. Where was I going with that about streaming things? Yeah. I know that we have some overseas folks in the I mean, I'm in the US, so overseas for me, folks in the Discord, so hopefully someone over there has some ideas. Yeah, no, for sure. I get you. Hopefully someone has an idea. Oops. Where was I going with talking about streaming? I can't remember what I was going to say. What was I going to say about streaming? I don't remember. Oh, I remember. Anyways, while I was over on Twitch at one point, I was debating at one point doing a stream that was just doing math. When I was doing all sorts of different things, at one point I talked about doing a stream that was just me doing math. Probably like geometry and algebra. That's probably the easiest for me. But I realized the other day that I do not remember how to do logs. Do not remember how to do logarithms. I don't remember the rules at all. It's been so long since I've done them. I have been debating actually streaming some games. I don't play a ton of games, but I have been playing Minecraft with some friends like once a week. Yeah. So I was debating streaming that at one point. Soap dye. Let us do soap dye. SD. And then my brother and I, yeah, that sucks. My brother and I were talking about doing like a co-op puzzle game at one point. I don't know if he actually bought it or not. He might have got it. But we were talking about doing a co-op puzzle game. I was like, that could be fun to stream. Back into Star Wars. That's nice. Yeah, I don't play a lot of video games. I like watching other people play them. I don't play a ton of them myself. I've literally just gotten into like Minecraft. That's pretty much what I've been playing. I like some puzzle games, but I just never find the time to do them. It's just like how I like doing jigsaw puzzles, and I never find the time to do them. It's like because I'm always working. I'm always working on something for like the pearl dry for the shop. Oh, that's nice. They don't have any other like resin polishing papers. It's unfortunate. Oh yeah. I need to order some more too, but it's a lot easier for me. Wow, that's scummy. Just straight up stole it. Let's see here. What sort of streams do you guys like to watch? Does it like matter the content as much? Like, do you mostly watch craft streams, or do you mostly watch videos? Like, I usually watch more videos than I do streams, to be honest. I like being able to pause things. I'll watch VODs sometimes, like after the stream is ended. But I don't know, if I want to get up and get a snack or something, I don't like that I can't like pause it. That is true. That is true. These pack of polish papers from my auto parts store. To be fair, I'm not good with the Zona papers. That's why I got a polishing tumblers, because I can't get a really good finish. Yeah, I can't fast forward it. Well, I'm glad you could come join us anyways. Decided to come join us. Yeah, I don't like that I can't pause it, because, like, I don't know, I pause videos a lot, especially if, like, my brother walks into the room and wants to start talking to me or something. I'm just like, oh gosh, I'm trying to listen to two things at once. So I like streaming. I'm not a big stream watcher. I think that's maybe, I think I'm enjoying YouTube. I enjoy streaming, but yeah, you watch more videos. Streams with friends, yeah. To be fair, when I first started, oh gosh, no, sorry, I'm getting mica powder all over the place. When I first started streaming on Twitch, I had, I think, like 2 viewers, and they were both IRL friends of mine. Which was very nice of them, to be fair. There's something, I think, yeah, there's something to be said about watching friends, like people that I know IRL. I feel like I would watch people that I know IRL more than other streamers, probably. Yeah. I do like watching, like, that's too fair. That's why I started streaming, is because it was in the middle of quarantine and I missed that, that kind of vibe of, like, being in an art class and all sitting around working on your own thing in the same space. And I know that I like watching things while I'm working on stuff. I like, listening to a YouTube video or whatever. I figure that a lot of people probably put on streams in the background while they're working on other things. What do you mean this is aquamarine? It's black. Maybe it's a dark blue? It says it's aquamarine. Aquamarine is a very light blue. Has no one ever seen an aquamarine before? Several other art streams too. Oh, okay. Would you guys be interested if I did some, like, Minecraft streams or game streams? No is a valid answer. It's perfectly fine if the answer is no. I'm honestly just curious. I am fine just... It's magical, like the black one I showed earlier. To be fair, it's not actually, like, black. It's kind of hard to see, but it's like a very dark green. Oh, it looks black on camera. It's a very dark green. It's really pretty in some contexts. Yeah, it shows up as black on camera, but it's like it's kind of a foresty green color. Winter. Fine with anything, really? Fair. I mean, I probably won't know unless I do it, whether there will be an interest or not. Pistachio. Pistachio. If I did do some game streams, it wouldn't be on this channel. It would be over on my gaming channel. I'd post links probably in the Discord. Oops, I spelled that wrong. Pistachio. Forgot an H. Perfect. This looks very different from my other one that's called graphite. Here's my other one that's called graphite. So here's this one that's called graphite. It's like a dark gray color. Here's the other one that I have that's called graphite. It's like a sparkly black. Dark purple. I should just do it one of these days. I don't know. I've been, like, putting it off. I'm not quite sure why. I feel a little bit like I should do some... I don't know. I enjoy streaming, like I said. But it feels like I should have something that I do that I don't stream. And I'm trying to decide whether playing video games with friends should be that thing. I don't know. Let's call this CH lit. I don't know. I just don't want everything in my life to become work. So I'm like, I don't know what I should try and figure out that's not work. It seems unhealthy for everything in my life to be work. But at the same time, I could stream it. I do want to start doing some Minecraft videos over on that channel. I've done a few, We'll see if I actually continue the one. So, the last video that I did was on the multiplayer world that I have with friends that I play like once a week. And all work and no play, yeah. Makes Jack a dull boy. Is it Jack? Is that the name? Can't remember. It'd be kind of a mix of both, to be fair. Alright, I think that'll be good. Yeah, these are definitely glow-in-the-dark powders. What was I saying? Oh, the multiplayer world that I have is the last video. I did a video on the my last video on my gaming channel was on the multiplayer world that I have with friends. And so that's the one I was debating streaming, because I realized that I just did not have time to edit, you know, 4 hours of footage a week. But I could stream 4 hours of Minecraft a week. That's much more doable. I do have I have like a Minecraft series of videos that I'm going to start doing though. Because it'll be much easier for me to edit because it's a little bit more structured. So I know when I want to film and how I'm going to structure things a little bit more, which makes it easier to edit later because there's less footage that I know I need to parse through to try and figure out what's interesting. I'm really surprised with how much I've been enjoying editing. I put off, ooh, this one's sticky. I've put off making videos I've tried to make videos in the past and then I just didn't stick with it very long. You know, things with friends and stuff. Mostly because I just could not stand how long it took to edit things. Partially because I'm like, oh my gosh, it must not take anyone else nearly as long as it takes me to edit things. And it probably doesn't. I probably do take forever to edit things. And people are so much better at this than I am. And I finally just had to go, okay, one, it takes everybody a long time to edit. Editing just takes time. It's fine. And two, most people suck when they first start making YouTube videos. It's fine. You're allowed to suck. You're allowed to be terrible at it. Let's get the lid back on here. This one's also a little sticky. But I've actually been enjoying editing more. The reason that I was like, I don't really want to, I think, continue editing the multiplayer world. At least the one where we've just all been getting together and playing together. Is because I really wasn't enjoying the editing. It was just taking a long time and I had to parse through things and try and figure out what was actually entertaining and stuff. I'm like, I don't want to do this. I'd rather find something that I'm more interested in editing, like the resin stuff or like some other Minecraft stuff. But I could see it being a fun stream. Here's a question, going back to kind of an earlier topic, going back to this channel and not video games. Is there any kind of like thing you'd be interested in seeing on this channel? Either in like a stream or a different kind of video. I mean, it could be fun to do some sort of video where I try out some sort of product or something. Or like art kit or things. I've seen people do that and it looks fun. Or do you just want to see like more tutorials? I'll probably continue doing the speed pours for sure, at least for commissions. I think those have been working well for commissions. It's a good format. Oh man, I just unmolded a commission right before this, and it looks really cool. I'm not gonna show you because it's a commission, but you'll see eventually. It'll be a little bit. I need to send photos over to the person still. Make sure it's what they want. The vlog was actually kind of fun. I think that I don't know what I would vlog. I could do like a week in the life type thing, show off my schedule. That could be a thing. I don't know, I think I'd want to figure out how to make it better. If I did another vlog, like the editing and stuff, I don't know. Oh, the theme. Yeah. So that's kind of what I've obviously taken a little bit of a break from doing themed months. That's kind of what I want to do with the characters that I was talking about earlier. Is I have multiple characters from like the same thing that I want to do some dice based on. So it would end up being kind of similar to that, where it'd be like, here's a set of dice for this character, here's a set of dice for this character. I could do more than one character in the same video. There's a question actually. Should I do more than one character in the same video, or should I do a different video for each character? The problem is that one of the things that I want to do dice for has 13 characters that I want to make dice based on. So that could be a lot of videos. I might have to do like more than one video a week for those, which is possible. That's gonna be, I think, off. I'm starting to pour things now, but I think the videos will be off, you know, next year type thing. But capitalize on each character with his own video. Yeah, that's fair. I was thinking a different video for each character, to be honest. I do worry that 13 videos, all based on the same thing, might get a little repetitive. That's my concern. All of the dice would be completely different from each other, though, to be fair. It'd be a series. I'd probably try to throw in some other different content in the middle there too, to break it up, so it's not just, oh my gosh, 13 of the same kind of video over and over again. Or I could do slightly different videos for each character or something. I don't know. Oh boy. Okay, so the two pieces of media that I want to make dice based on, one of them is Drawtectives, which is a YouTube series, and it's kind of like a D&D game, so there's not really, I guess I could do a couple of the characters together, because there's kind of three, oh, this one hasn't been open, there's like 3 player characters, and then there's like 2 characters played by the, I guess, the game master, that I wanted to do dice based on. So is that right? There's just 5? Yeah, that seems right. There's just 5. So I could do all 3 player characters and then do the 2 characters played by the game master in one video. So there's only 5 characters there though, so that's not as intensive. The other thing that I want to do dice based on is the new season of the Empire's Minecraft SMP, which has 13 people in it. Yeah, it would be a story about each character. That's fair. I guess I was just thinking about the format being the same. 13 videos with like kind of the same format. Because they'd probably all be like, you know, music in the background telling a story about the character. So, of course the stories and stuff would be different, but the format would be the same. I suppose people have done fine with that sort of thing, though. You know, they create their whole, they have a whole brand built on the same format of video over and over again. But, yeah, so since it's a Minecraft SMP and there's 14 people playing on it, there's not really any minor characters either. Okay. But I had fun making, I made dice based on all of the Season 1 characters. So it'd be fun to make, I don't need a ton of this. It'd be fun to do dice based on all the Season 2 characters. Alright, we'll figure out, we need to figure out which ones of these we're going to put into little containers. I'll set them all over here for now. The thing that I actually really want to work on, and I think I've mentioned this before, the thing I really want to work on and get better at the moment is thumbnails. Because I know that my video thumbnails are kind of boring. I'm just using photos of things, of like the finished thing at the moment. And I know that that's not very catching, not very eye-catching. I think with the characters and stuff, I was like, well, I could maybe put like an image of the character and then like a to dice type thing, like not show the dice, but be like, we're gonna turn this into dice. Hi, Wiggle. I'm still not sure if it's like kosher to use an image of someone else's character without their permission. I'd feel weird messaging any of them, too. Even if one of them is already in my Twitter DMs, which sounds weird, but... Forgot today was Saturday. Valid. Valid. We're just kind of chilling today. I'm making more test chips for all of the... my face screaming. Surprise. I was thinking about that yesterday. I was like, I should take some like photos of myself with a blank background so that I can do funny reaction images for video thumbnails. I don't show my face in my videos most of the time though. Usually just my hands working on things. I'll just take a whole bunch of things of my hand going like thumbs up or thumbs down. Throw those in there. My hand screaming, ah, ah, ah. Is that what you do when your hand's screaming, ah? It's hard to show that little bit of shake in there. Goobertown Hobbies? Is this a different YouTube channel? I don't know this YouTube channel. Oh, miniatures painting channel. I'll have to go and look at thumbnails. I think that's kind of where I'm at. I should go look at some different people's thumbnails. I think I want to try and kind of figure out the vibe that I'm going for, which sounds weird. I'm trying to figure out like, because I kind of want to match it, I think, the vibe of the thumbnails to, let me go and type this in now before I forget. I need to paint. Let me turn the volume completely off before I accidentally click on something. I mean, he has his face in a lot of the... Looks like he has his face in a lot of the thumbnails. But also looks like it starts off with maybe... Alright. Anyways. I love the overlap of scientists and artists. There's a big overlap there. Yeah, I'm still figuring out, I think, my voice when it comes to YouTube videos. Like I said, my vibe. I'm still trying to kind of figure out the vibe that I want to give off. Like, I was gonna say, I think I want to match the thumbnails to kind of my visual branding that I have for my shop. Because I do have a visual branding for my shop. It's very like curio cabinet, alchemy, steampunk, dark neutral colors, lots of neutral colors, or rich colors, sort of thing. Just show the cat. Oh my gosh, I just need to get pictures of all of my cat. That would be hilarious, actually. That'd be really funny if I used reaction images of my cats. There's no cats in the video. I just used them for clickbait. Wow. Oh, man. Can you imagine? I still need to, oh man, I would hate, oh man, I'm just imagining though, I would hate that so much if I saw a video that had a cat in the thumbnail and then I watched the video and it had nothing to do with cats. I'd be so, oh man. I'm fine with like clickbait type things as long as it's actually true. Maybe for April Fools. There you go. That's not a bad idea. I have some ideas for videos that would involve my cats though. I still need to do the video that's like, you know, breaking the cat hair curse or whatever, because I always have cat hair in my resin. It's a running joke on streams. There's always cat hair in my resin somewhere. But I had a whole idea for a video in which we make a set of dice to hopefully break that curse. It would be a little bit more involved because I'd want to do some stuff that was kind of some sketch comedy type thing. Cats playing with homemade dice. Oh gosh, don't get them started. Don't get them started. They want to. They have actually some old dice that I was like, well, you can have these. I'm missing a D4 somewhere though. I'm missing one of the spiky D4s and I don't know where it went. I think it's in my office somewhere. One of the cats knocked over the container that had the dice in it. Luckily I didn't really need it because it was one of the blanks from a commission, then we didn't use those blanks, but there's a caltrop somewhere in my house. No, but I was thinking of doing that, be a little bit, have some kind of like sketch comedy element to it, to a certain extent. I'm trying things out. I always find it a little bit cringe when things have like a sketch comedy reason for doing arts and crafts. I'm like, I just want to watch the arts and crafts, darn it. I don't care about all this story element stuff that you're doing that's over the top. Footage of a cat rolling dice to make it happen. I mean, it's not a bad idea. I was thinking, I've seen people do things where it's just like, my dog designs something for me where they put like treats in front of like some different options. I need to put D&D gear armor on my cats. I think that's the real plan here. So we just have some armored cats. But I've seen people do that with like, I don't know, my dog designs my Minecraft build or whatever. And I can see that being fun with Cat's designing a set of dice for me, where I go and I put some different options out there for colors. I have 4 cats, so I could have each cat choose a different aspect of it. Like, you choose color number 1, you choose color number 2, you choose the style that we're gonna do. Like, is it a Petri or a dirty pour, or that sort of thing. And then, like, what other material are we gonna put in there? Is it like foil or yeah? See, that could be fun. That would be easier to do. So there we go. There's two things where I could actually put cats in the thumbnail and it would be true. I wouldn't have to lie that there's cats in the video. There'd actually be cats in the video. But then that one could end with having the cats roll the dice. I'm trying to figure out how to get, I think I want to get ahead on some things. Because it'd be nice if I had some of the dice finished when I get, like, video of them, like the final video. Because a lot of the, the speed pour ones I've been doing, I've been pouring them. I haven't actually gotten to getting them finished and had the numbers inked and stuff by the time that I have the video done. And part of that's just because it takes me like a month to finish things. If you ever wondered why I say 2 months as an estimate for how long commissions will take, that's why. Because I leave them in the tumbler for like a month to polish. And also, I have to take the time to actually sand things, which I never get around to. It's really, commissions honestly take me partially Alchemy dice, yeah. There we go. I think my brother came up with my shop name. I was trying to figure out a shop name for a while. I wasn't actually planning on having it be a shop. Okay. I never planned on selling dice. It was kind of an accident. I took it up as a hobby in 2020 because I graduated school right. Some of you don't know my life story. Well, my dice story. I had a desk job, and I quit it back towards the end of 2019 because I was working full time, going to school part time, and I was burnt out. And I needed like 3 more classes to finish to get my degree, and I just couldn't get things to line up. I couldn't get the classes to line up with my work schedule, and I was like, this is just too much. Quit my job so that I could go back to school full time and just get it done. So I quit my job and went back to school for my last semester. I think it was a semester system. Yeah, for my last semester. Towards the end of 2019. And then, pandemic. I graduated right after the quarantine started. So it was kind of a weird time. I was doing all right because I had a little bit saved up from the desk job. It was a pretty good job. So I was doing all right financially. So I was like, all right, I'm going to take a little, yeah, it was timing. It was very weird. I had a studio painting class, and it was very weird that going online. Very weird for the studio painting class to go online. Anyways, so I went and graduated right after the pandemic, the quarantine started. One of my final projects was on was predictive models for for COVID-19. I was way off. It's so funny looking back at the predictive models for estimating the spread of COVID-19. It was back before we knew it was an issue. I started that project. So weird to think back on now. Anyways, there's like nothing left in here. This one might there's not really much left in here. What was I saying? Oh, anyways, I went and graduated, and it felt simultaneously irresponsible to not be working and irresponsible to be working, if that makes sense. It going to a whole bunch of interviews and stuff while we weren't sure how this thing was spread and people were dying and stuff. It was like, it's probably better if I'm not around a whole bunch of people. Plus, I wanted to be able to like help my grandparents with things if they needed it. There's a whole thing going on there. My grandpa passed away, by the way. Like last week. Random thing. But I wanted to be able to like still meet up with. It was a catch-22. I want to be able to meet up with my grandparents though and help them with things if they needed it, and that sort of stuff. So I was like, all right, I am okay for a while. I don't know what I want to do anyways. What sort of like job I want to get. I'm okay financially for now. So I kind of decided, all right, I'm just going to start doing some different things and seeing what sticks. Yeah, thank you. It was not really a surprise. It's been a long time coming. There we go. Yeah, thanks guys. Where was I going? Oh, so I didn't start with the resin stuff. The first thing I did is I took an online voice acting class. I took an online voice acting class. It was quite good. I was having I was in the midst of one of my monthly existential crises of what am I doing with my life? Which have been getting, more far and few between. You're the first we follow next. Yeah, memento mori and all that. That was fun. Not sure what I'll ever do with that. I was not good at the character stuff. I feel like I was pretty okay at the like commercial reads. I'm not quite... Okay, anyways. So I actually took the first one and I realized that I was not very good at it. And I was like, alright, I'm going to take the second one. Because I think it's good for me to do something where I am enjoying it, but I'm not good at it. Because I'm not good at, like, continuing to do things even if I'm not bad at... even if I'm bad at them immediately. I'm like, alright, I'm gonna do it because it's fun. And I'm not good at it. I need to have something. Oh, okay. They go first. We follow next. Oh, okay. So that was fun. I don't know what I'll ever do, I guess, with that. It's made it maybe. I guess I learned some skills in there that'll hopefully help with like voiceovers and stuff for videos. My problem is I always rush. I always read too fast on things. That was fun. Anyways, and then I went and was like, all right, right before the quarantine had... Actually, no, I didn't start with that. I did start with the dice stuff because before the quarantine started, I was in a D&D group, and one of the guys in the D&D group was talking about trying to make dice, and I was like, I have a little bit of resin at home. I was doing soap mainly. I was mainly making soap. I had gotten a little bit of resin, one of the like little bottles, and I was doing like some little jewelry and stuff for like, I did like one, holiday bazaar a year. It was fun, and I liked making soap, and I wanted to get rid of all the soap because it's impossible to make a small amount of soap. But I started making a little bit of resin jewelry and things. Looking back, it's like, it wasn't great, but it was fun. So I was like, I have a little bit of resin at home, so I went and got those cheap, like, Amazon dice molds, which suck. But I went and got those cheap Amazon dice molds, and, tried them out. I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of fun. And then I was like, okay, I want them to be, I'm tired of all the bubbles in these. So I started figuring out like the pressure pot and stuff. And I almost didn't get Masters made because I was just like, they're expensive. I'm never planning on selling these. I'm just doing this for fun. Like what's the point in getting Masters made? But finally I was just like, okay, I want to make some nice dice. Even if I'm not going to sell any, I want to make some nice dice. So I went and I think my brother figured out the shop name for me. We were workshopping things because I had like an old shop name, but I'm like, it doesn't have a good like aesthetic to it. It didn't have much of an aesthetic at all. And I wanted something that I could like lean into a little bit. So we were looking for something kind of steampunky, I think. Something a little bit, you know, richer tones and that sort of stuff. And we came up with Alchemist's Attic. And then from there I got my logo, which is an alchemical symbol for gold. Spent some time looking at alchemical symbols and going, well, none of these are going to be trademarked, so I could probably use them. It's not like anyone has any sort of say over ancient alchemical symbols, which is how I ended up with my logo. But, and I went and got Masters made, and I went and made some dice, and I made some dice for friends and family, and I was having fun. So I started off, I honestly started selling dice probably before I should have. Looking back on it, it's like, I probably could have gotten better at it first before I started selling dice. But I made some dice, and then I went and put up in my Etsy shop, because I had an Etsy shop that I had soap in. I didn't sell anything really in it, but I had one. I went and put up in my Etsy shop 5 sets of Galaxy dice. I only had one made. I was just gonna make them as if people bought them. But I had 5 sets of Galaxy dice and 5 sets of amethyst looking ones. Astrology dice, which would be fun, but I don't want to potentially ruin her good sets. How would that ruin her good set? Is she talking about is she talking about taking her set and altering it, or are you gonna make molds out of it? Yeah, the problem with the cheap molds, honestly, is it's not necessarily, it's honestly just that they're hard to use. They're really cheap Amazon ones. They're really hard to use. They are not easy to use at all. It's much easier to use the nicer molds, because the lids and stuff just don't fit quite right and stuff. Yeah. Anyways, where was I going with this? What was I saying? Oh, yeah, so I put up 5 sets in my shop. I didn't expect to sell any. I sold all of the Galaxy dice in, like, all 5 sets in 2 weeks? A week? Yeah, spruce style molds. That's right. But yeah, I went and I had all of the Galaxy dice sell in like a week and a half of me putting them on Etsy. And then it just kind of snowballed. I didn't mean to become a dice maker, but now I love it. I am having so much fun. And then, I mean, I did it for a year and a half. Realized that I can't make a living doing this, just this. So I went out and got a part-time job back in June, which I enjoy, but it takes up, some of my time now. So I have to figure out, I don't know, I've rearranged some things, I guess, to fit my new schedule a little bit better. I don't have quite as much time. My hands are all shimmery. They're so sparkly and shimmery. I wonder if you could do a cat mold with like an air hole in it. Sign of good mica. Someone's just giving an excuse for why they're covered in mica. No, these seem like pretty good micas though. They seem pretty alright. We'll see. We'll see how pigmented they are. Someone's gotten resin in here. Piss. There's mica everywhere. Yeah. Okay. Pistachio. Does anybody else like pistachio ice cream? Ooh, or pistachio pudding. I like pistachio pudding. It's been a long time since I've had pistachio pudding. I wonder if I have any pistachio pudding. I might have to go look after this. I've just realized that, sorry, I just had a realization. I've been on a yogurt kick lately. I've been like, I don't know, when I want a snack, I'm just like, I'm gonna have a thing of yogurt. I'm gonna have a little thing of yogurt. But I was like, it was always like, I could have eaten pudding like any time as a kid. I've realized that it's very similar, it's just not quite as sweet. Oh, that's plenty. That's plenty in there. I don't need any more. Pesto with pistachio instead of pine nuts. I can see how that would work. I can see how that would work. Oh my gosh, I'm so glittery. Oh, that's good. Hi, buddy. Are you a cold boy? There's a cat outside my window. Is it cold out there? He's been a very snuggly boy. Very, very snuggly boy recently. And has not been wanting outside nearly as much. He doesn't really like the cold all that much. It's kind of funny. He always wants outside, but he does not like weather of any kind. He doesn't like it when it's cold. He doesn't like it when it's raining. He doesn't like it when it's windy. Like, buddy, he comes in and complains at me. It's like, I can't change the weather. He doesn't seem to understand that I can't change the weather, though. He's left. Apparently he's fine with being outside. He just wanted to come by and say hi. All right. Got all of our things in our little cups. Do I want to move these over now? Maybe I will wait until I have the chips back and then figure out which ones I think I'm going to use the most and put those into here. So I might wait. Maybe I'll wait. That seems seems like a good plan. But we will put these into here once I figure out which ones I want to put in here. Yeah. All right. Cool. Let's see. Is there anything else we need? I think that's pretty much everything. I am gonna go use the restroom real quick. So I'm gonna put on the BRB screen and then I'll be right back. I returned. Oh, hello. I leave for 1 second and my dad shows up. I see how it is. We're just about to start pouring some resin. I've got all of my stuff into my little mixing cups. We're just trying out some, we're trying out all those pigments that I, that I got from you. Because I still haven't tried them yet. They've just been sitting over here. Oh. But let me grab safety equipment here. So I'm gonna be a little muffled the rest of the stream. Sound like Darth Vader or something like that. What is this? Just a second. Why is it giving me a warning over here? The stream's current bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. I don't know how to fix that. We're just gonna ignore that since I don't know how to fix it.
Alright, I think we've got all of our stuff. So we're just gonna get our resin mixed up. I'm gonna go quiet here for a second while I pour things so that I don't spill it everywhere, because I can't pour and talk at the same point. So feel free to chat amongst yourselves. I'll be back with you in just a second. Yep, that's good. Oh. Did everyone disappear while I was gone for a minute? Alright, this is gonna take a minute. So we can sit here and chat for a little bit while I mix this up. It's very cold in here. So I think that it means that this will be probably workable for longer, but it's also going to be thicker. It's kind of funny because my basement, I think I'm in the basement right now. My basement is mostly warmer than it is upstairs, except for this room, which is colder. Because this room doesn't have a vent in it. Ooh. It's very strange. Everything else has vents to it, but this room does not. I think it'd be easy enough to add one, probably. There's a thing over here, but... Let's see, what are my plans for the rest of the day? I need to do some, like, cleaning around the house. That's probably what I'll do after this. I need to clean off the table. Having folks over for dinner. I ran into my brother while I had the BRB screen up. And he's just like, oh, I needed to cook some things for tonight. So he's like, well, he's doing that somewhat last minute. We've still got time, but it's a little last minute. Oh. Wait, who was it that said that the room was 40 degrees right now? Was that Sim? Who said that the room was 40 degrees? Or did Sim say that it was 70 degrees still? Oh, okay. Man, I don't know. I'm glad that I don't think this room is 40 degrees, thank goodness. It's probably in the 60s in here. Would be my guess. Probably 60 something degrees. Oh, was it you, Cobra, that had the 40-degree room? I'm glad to hear that it has gotten warmer than 40 degrees. I think probably the house was in the high 50s last night, because that's what we have it set to at night, but 40's a little cold for me. Oh. Yeah, it seems like it's cooled down really quickly this year. I don't know. Maybe it's always like this, but I don't know. Usually it gets down to the 20s, but I feel like it's not usually in the 20s for like this long. Good for sleeping in, not so much for crafting. Fair, yeah. Fair, fair, fair. Oh, there's something in my wrist. Oh, get out. There's a little fleck of, I think, other resin in there. I don't remember what we were talking about before. I can't remember. I think just how I got into this whole dice making mess, but it's good. Oh, that's what I was going to put on my calendar for today. I wanted to look into some other in-person events that I might be able to table at. I did quite a few in-person events this year. I haven't done a ton of like in-person tabling things before. I usually did like one a year around Christmas, but I was doing them like monthly. Not for the whole year, probably like April, May, June, July, August. No, probably for like 4 months. So, October I went to a convention, and I did it probably like 4 months before that, probably. May, June, July, August, maybe started in May or something. But those have been really good. I don't know, it's fun. I think it's fun to get to interact with people in person. I like getting to interact with people in person. I don't know, it's been good for the shop too, just like monetarily. Had a lot of more in-person sales. I've had a lot more stuff in person because there's some things that it's just weird to like try and get them online because I have a lot of different versions of the same thing. Like I made a bunch of keychains that are all kind of the same style, but there's different shapes and things. So it'd just be kind of more difficult to put those on my website. Okay, this is getting pretty close. Let me scrape this off and see how it's looking. I'm trying to make it so that there's no streaks in there at all. So that just means that part A and part B are sitting next to each other and they're not mixed together completely. Looking pretty good. Let me scrape the sides. Oh, there might be a little bit of something in there. Yeah, there's a few little streaks in there. Let me scrape the sides and the bottom again. I'll make sure there's none stuck somewhere. Either part A or part B, so it's not getting mixed in. We're looking pretty good. But I know that there's a couple of at least one local convention. Actually, there's a couple that I should really look into and see when they're happening and if they still have spots available. I'm signed up for a convention that's a little further away, but if I could do something local, that'd be even better. Looking. Trying to see if there's any more streaks in here. So this should actually go pretty quick. We're just gonna add like a little blurb, a little gallop, a little loop into each cup, and then we'll mix them up and they'll be good to go. I'll put them into the pressure pot probably, so we can get nice bubble-free examples. But I think we'll be good. All right, I think we're looking good. I'm not seeing any streaks in there, I don't think. Just make sure there's nothing stuck on the stir stick itself, and then I think we'll be good to go. Yeah, all right. I think we're good to go. Oh gosh. All right. Have a good night, Sim. Glad you could stop by. Time zones, man. Time zones. Alright, so we've got all of our glow-in-the-dark pigments. We're going to try out a shot of resin. Shots. I would not advise drinking the resin. I feel like I need to put that out there for legal reasons. Do not drink the resin. Even if it does have the consistency of honey, and seems like it would be fun. Still would not advise. Alright. I'm not going to put very much into each of these. We're going to put like that. Just like a... It might be too much even. It might be too much even. I'm getting, it's dripping down the side. Just like it. I must save it. Okay. I'm wondering whether I should get it set up so that the camera is like a little bit closer to my work area so you can see better. I don't know, I feel like it's a little bit far away at the moment. Maybe I could grab like a tripod or something. A drizzle! Just a drizzle. Just a drizzle of resin. I'm probably adding too much to all of these, I'm realizing. I think that what are we doing? Still got 60. I got 60 milliliters, might be okay. Yeah, it is like drizzling honey. It really is. It's the same consistency. Alright, there's all of our glow-in-the-dark ones. I probably added, I think I can steal a little bit back from here. It's not mixed in yet. Haha, I'm stealing some back. The forbidden honey. Please let this not be the new Tide Pod thing. You know, for some reason I'm okay with people saying they want to eat the dice, but I'm a little bit more concerned when they say they want to eat the resin. It's like, uh-oh, we've gone too far now. Somehow it's gone too far. Let me get our poison honey dripped into the other cups as well. I don't like to keep a whole bunch of resin in the same container for too long because it will start to heat up and then cure. So it cures slower if I actually put it in all of the little containers. That'll give us more time to like stir and stuff. I've made the mistake of keeping it in a big container once. Didn't work out very well. Ah. Ah. No. Ah. Yeah. Did anybody actually eat a Tide Pod, or was that just like a joke? Because, like, I know it was like a meme. But I'd be concerned if someone actually ate laundry detergent. Maybe I'm just old, though. Sounds weird, but people actually did. Oh, gosh. That is soap! No! Stop it! Do not eat the danger fruit. Might be okay actually for an amount of resin. I was kind of worried there for a second that I wasn't going to have quite enough resin, but I think we'll be okay. Now that I've got like an amount kind of figured out a little bit better. those off to the side as well. We're gonna stir all of these up. This is kind of a backwards stream. I feel like most of the streams I spend a lot more time actually working with the resin than I do setting up, because I do some of the setting up off stream. And this one we had a whole bunch of setup, and then I think it's going to go pretty quick from here now that I have the resin poured. Had a friend of yours who worked as an emergency medic and had to deal with people who did. Oh gosh. Oh, people, children. No, I'm going to assume children because I'm probably incorrect, but I'm going to assume that for my own sanity. Alright. Yeah, it's thick enough that it's trying to stick. Alright. Mostly teens, that makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. I remember being a teenager. That makes sense to me. I was having this conversation with someone recently. I can't remember. I think I was having it with I was having a conversation recently about how, like, I don't feel very old usually, but then every once in a while, haven't developed common sense yet. I mean, some have, some haven't, but they're still figuring out what common sense is. But I was gonna say that I don't really feel very old. I guess I'm not very old, to be fair. But then every once in a while I'll just end up in like some sort of situation where I'm just like, oh, I have the life experience to figure out how to solve this. I would not have had the life experience to figure out how to solve this as a teenager. Or I spend time with high schoolers or whatever, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you are a child. My goodness. Alright, it's got a little bit of resin left, that's good. I've got a little bit left in here, but let's start mixing up some of these, and then we can see if we need to put some more in any of them. If we have a little left over, I have a half-filled dye mold over here that we can fill in with something. But let's start getting some of these mixed up and see how they look. I'm just going random. We're just picking random ones. This is the pistachio one from one of the little bags. It's kind of nice. It's good pale green. It's a little bit more muted than some of my other greens, which is kind of nice. Well, we'll see if any of these change as they cure. The mica powders usually stay pretty consistent, I feel like, from when they're liquid, when the resin's liquid to when it's cured. Some of the other pigments don't do as well, but the micas usually stay pretty consistent. Good thing the teen years are long gone, sort of. What do you mean, sort of? Do you mean you're not actually that old, or do you mean that you're going to be like 115 sometime soon? Or that you have a teenager. That's that's also an option there. Alright, there's our pistachio. Very kind of pale, kind of muted green. Managed to get a friend of yours feeling old after revealing that the Avatar series is 17 years old now? It's 17 years old? That doesn't seem right. I had a coworker that I always liked to tease and make feel old, because I liked to remind him that he had been working at the place that we both worked longer than I had been alive. 3-year-olds, so both. Fair. Oh man, yeah, that was the thing that made me kind of feel old. Not too long ago. It was a year or viewed in 2005. Oh yeah, I guess that is. I mean, that seems wrong, but yeah, that makes sense. All right. Dark purple. It's not actually that dark, but it has kind of like a blue and pink sheen to it. it's harder to see on camera, but it kind of shimmers between like a blue and a pink, which is kind of cool. It's not very dark though. No, the one that got me semi-recently, it was like a year or two, it was a year and a half ago probably, as I was working on a project. It is more purple than the Kool-Aid, that is true. The Kool-Aid is gray. I was working on a project, and one of the other gals there was talking about her 7-year-old, and someone else was just like, do you have any kids? Oh, you're probably not old enough to have a 7-year-old. And I had to stop for a moment. I'm like, I am old enough to have a 7-year-old. I could have had a 7-year-old at a reasonable age. I don't, but, oh no. Ooh, I like this one. This one's called Powder. It's like a kind of a blushy pink. Like a really, it's a powder pink. Kind of orangish. I really like that one. I could use that for some things. I don't think I have a color like that either. It's kind of like in between like a pink and a pearly white. I like that. Let's try this one too. This one's also like a pinky color, but it's called Berry. I've definitely added more mica powder in some of these than others. I can tell by how translucent some of them are. Yeah, this is also a really nice pink. It's different from that one. This one, the powder's a little bit more, let's see if you can see the difference on camera. Yeah, you can a little bit. Yeah, this one's a little bit more orangey, and then this one's just a little bit more blush, I guess. This one is almost like like close to like skin tone color, and this one's a little bit more pink. It's a little bit more neutral, a little bit more orange or brown. I like that though. I feel like some of the like, you know, I've been looking at like which colors do I use the most and why, like why do I like these colors? I like the ones that are like a little bit more like either richer or warmer toned. Like I don't go for like the super cool yellows. I go for more of the like orangey yellows and stuff. Ooh, this is kind of an interesting color. Stone. It's kind of a brownish gray. I can see using this for something. Yeah, it probably just looks gray on camera. Yeah, kind of see it. It looks more gray on camera, but it has kind of like a little bit of a brownish tint to it. It's like gray with like a brownish tint. It's kind of cool. I can see why it's called stone. Yeah. Yeah, this is how I do all of my little test chips. And then we'll decide which ones we want to put into the little containers after I pull out the test chips and see which ones I have a whole bunch of in like the bag. Like there's the one that's like the just the pearl white that has like nothing left in the bag, so I probably won't put that into one of the things. Actually, where is that one? Maybe we should let's mix that one up next and see if I even have. This was just graphite. It's good, like kind of Payne's gray, slightly bluish gray. It's a good color. Okay, I have a white here somewhere. Is it this one? Pearl. There's also one of my hairs in there. Okay. Let's see if we even have enough in here to get the color. Oh. Oh. This is like an interference gold. I did not expect that. This looks very similar to my interference gold, so it looks white and then the light hits it and it looks gold. I can see why it got used up because it's a good color. We'll see if I can show it to you so you can see the kind of. Oh, just a second. There's a fleck of other resin in here. Come on. There we go. Yeah, it's like an interference gold. Yeah, it's always so hard to. You can kind of see kind of that golden color a little bit maybe when the light hits it. It's always so hard to show on camera because like once the light hits it, it just like it's like it's so bright, and it kind of washes out. So So you're just gonna have to trust me on this, that it's white and then it looks gold when the light hits it. Alright. Oh, that reminds me, I want to try the, what was it? I had one that looked super pretty. Ooh, was it this one? Black Sea. It's like green and it looks like it has some like yellow shimmer to it, maybe. The nice surprises, yeah! Is this one that I was thinking of? Or maybe it's the mint. Yeah, I have a paint that's kind of similar to this. It's like a green and then it has kind of like a golden shimmer to it as well. So this one also has kind of a golden shimmer. It's a little bit lighter. All right. Have a good night, Eamon. Thanks for stopping by. Again, hard to show the gold. Hard to show the gold shimmer. And also, it looks bluer, more blue on camera. That's something I found most, that everything looks slightly more blue on this camera. It's lighter than I would have expected, but it's pretty. I'll try and remember to post photos of how all the colors turn out in Discord. I'll pop them out and label them all. Probably what is today? Saturday? Probably tomorrow, depending on how time is. Oh, this one's nice. This was just kind of a nice. Yeah, this is actually nice. It's kind of a tealy blue. Good. So how do folks feel about some more like miscellaneous, just kind of chill, not like pouring anything in particular, just kind of looking through things or doing some behind the scenes type stuff streams? I feel like it works out fine. It's giving us a chance to just sit here and chat for a while. It's kind of a slightly, this is kind of in between. Oh, the stone definitely looks more brown. So here's the one that I just did. This is just black pearl dry. There's that one, and then here's the stone. Can you see how much more brown it is? Ugh, it never likes to focus here, but you can kind of see the colors. The stone definitely looks more brown, comparing it to these. And this one looks more green. The black stone dry is. There's some good slight variation there. That could be good for some different projects. Where you want just a slightly different gray to kind of match the other colors. Here's another silver. It's even lighter. This one feels a little bit warmer maybe. Yeah, this one feels like it pushes more towards like a red. But that might just be because I'm used to looking at all the other colors. No, it definitely pushes more towards a red. What's this one? This one's called Winter. Let's look at it compared to. So here's graphite, and then here's Winter. It's a little bit more reddish. It's definitely still like a gray silver. It's kind of pinkish. There's a lot of like gray colors in here. Again, I did say that these are soap colorants, so probably they'd look more different in soap would be my guess. That's my theory. Ooh. Okay, just a second. This was the aquamarine that I was complaining about before because it was a really dark color. I was like, has anyone ever seen an aquamarine? This is black. It is kind of a blackish, but it's like a really dark, kind of tealy color. It's like a really dark, like blue. That's kind of pretty. I like that one. It's a little bit more greenish probably than it shows up as on camera, but that one's nice. There we go. There's another good surprise. This is kind of a reddish brown. It's called dark scarlet. You can see that. It's like a reddish brown. Cream. I don't think that this is what cream is supposed to look like. Just a guess. I'd be concerned if your cream is this color. However, I do like this color. Did I label these wrong? That does not look like cream to me. It's really pretty though. It's a really pretty like blush orange. That's a color. Yeah, that's a pretty color. Don't know that I'd call it cream, but it's pretty. Kind of a salmony orange. This is like one of the fun parts, I think. I feel like of working with resin is just like trying out all the new. I am a sucker for new like colors. I don't need any more like. It's like I don't need any more like acrylic paints for numbers or mica powders or inks. It's like I have enough, but they're always so tempting because it's just like I want to try all the different things and see how they look. That's pretty. Actually, that's a pretty good reddish. It's kind of reddish orange, pinkish orange. It's pretty good red though. I feel like that's the color that I have had the hardest time finding. Is like a good like red. A good mica powder red. I've had a good like red ink. But a good like red mica powders. I've got one, I think, finally. But light brown is kind of a coppery color. That makes sense. It's definitely light brown. It's kind of a brass maybe. No, brass is more goldish. Yeah, I guess light brown is apt. Oops. Give a new stir stick. This one has broken. Yeah, that's good brown. So what are other people's plans for today? I was saying earlier, I need to go clean. I think I should finally get the cardboard off of my floor. I've just been like piling up cardboard. And I don't know why. It's like, oh, I should take that out at some point, and then I just haven't. Pale blue. I have one that's similar to this. I think it's called like robin's egg blue. Something like that. Maybe pale blue. I think that'll be good. I really need to clean out the drain in my sink. It's not draining properly, and I've been meaning to do that, and then I got busy with other stuff. Ooh, bronze. Ooh, this is a nice bronze color. Look at that. That's a bronze color. Oh, this one's similar to this one. This one's similar to the cream. This one's called papaya. Oh, okay. Papaya seems apt. Cream does not. They're very similar. This is a little bit lighter, a little bit more pink, I think. But, okay, papaya is this color. Cream should not be this color. This one's pretty. It's kind of orangish, and then it kind of shimmers like some gold and stuff in there. It's nice. The problem with all of these shimmery pigments I have found is that they are like impossible to photograph Like, it's so hard to show how things shimmer unless you have them in person. Sometimes like it works okay on like film when you're like videotaping because you have that movement, but even then sometimes you just can't get the like how glittery something is or how iridescent something is. I have one advent calendar left, and I'm thinking that if it doesn't sell, I might keep it for myself. I have some ideas for it if it doesn't sell. Well, we'll see. I'll probably take it off like December, out of the shop like December 1st, since, you know, it'll be a little bit late then. But I'm thinking that I'm going to start ones for next year in like January, so I'm not rushing to get them done. It's like a gold, yellow gold. Yeah, that makes sense. It's not quite gold, it's not quite yellow. It's kind of in between. And green pearl dry. This is our last one of the shimmeries, and then we'll do our glow in the dark ones. I've also had someone say that they'd be interested in like a Halloween countdown calendar with dice in it. So I'm gonna start looking into that, and I'll do that earlier this year too, earlier in the year, so that I can actually, you know, get one made, or one or two made. Okay, I'm gonna spritz all these down. Just pop any bubbles on the surface. Set those off to the side. Actually, you know, I'll put those on here. I don't know if they'll all fit, but that's fine. I have a 2 layers of thing I can put in the pressure pot, so we can fit more. But let me set these on here so that they're out of my way a little bit. I can move this around more. That's not working so well. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Well, let me set this out of the way for now. Hopefully I don't forget that. I don't think I will, but it'd be kind of embarrassing if I did, since that's what I need to put into the brush pot. Alright, we're going to mix our glow in the dark ones. I haven't actually looked at like the powders themselves in the dark to see what they look like, so this will be fun. It really is, yeah. We're playing Tetris over here. Alright, this one's the blue-green. I don't know why these say they're mica powders. They're just pigments. I don't know why they say mica powders. I don't think these are mica powders. I think they're just pigments. Which is fine. Just don't know why it says mica powder. Yeah, it says mica powder. I don't know, is there even any mica in this? Maybe there is. It seems strange to me. I think I added a little bit too much pigment in here. It's getting a little bit stuck to the bottom. It'll be good though if these glow really well, because I have, like I said, I have some other glow in the dark pigments, but I just don't have very much of them. So if these glow really well, that'll be good, because I'll have some different colors of glow in the dark pigments that I can actually use more. I have some fun pigments over here that I should really use some more. I have some fun materials and pigments. I should do some more dice with bugs in them. I should do some more that glow in the dark, for sure. And more with glitter. I don't use glitter a lot. I use foil, I use mica powders a lot. I don't use glitter a lot. But part of that's just because it sinks. You have to time things correctly with glitter. And sometimes that timing doesn't work as well depending on what you want to use it with. Like, it'd be more difficult to do something that has glitter and doing like a mica drop where I want the mica to drip through the resin. Because you want to do the mica drop part while the resin's still liquidy enough for the mica to sink. But you want to do the glitter when the resin's thicker so it doesn't have time to sink. So it's just like, I'll do something with glitter later. I've done things with glitter, but it's all balancing. I have an idea actually for a set that I want to do at some point with some glitter. That might be one of those character ones I was talking about. I think I like the idea of doing a different video for each character and then talking about the character a little bit, like, over the top. I think that sounds like a good plan. Talking about the design and the character a bit and why I designed things the way I did. I think those will be in a little bit. It'll be a little while until those videos will be ready, because I think I want to finish those dice completely in the video. I want to be able to show them, like, with the numbers painted and everything. So that'll be a bit of work, so I'll have to get all of those sanded and polished and stuff. Ooh, this one's a nice bright pink, even without the, like, glowing part. Yeah, it's a good bright pink by itself. The problem with the glow in the dark pigment actually is that it sinks. Like, it sinks a lot. Mica powder sinks less than the glow in the dark pigments I've found. I don't know why they're so heavy or whatever, but oh boy, do they sink. Ooh, this one's a nice bright orange too. That could be pretty in something. Yeah, it could be pretty. Let's see. So I think I will be back next weekend as well for another stream. I'm not 100% sure what I have time for that. We might pour some dice. Might be what we do. It's fun to just pour some dice sometimes. But I actually, you know what? I have a couple of Christmas presents that I'd like to work on. So we might actually work on some Christmas presents for folks that will require resin, but might be some other little things too. So set up for that. So I think that's probably what we'll work on next week, is getting some Christmas presents done. Don't quote me on that, because it's possible I will forget about that immediately before I get to my calendar to write it down. Or it's possible I already have something else written in my calendar that I have forgotten about for next week. That's also quite possible. But I think that's probably what I'll do. Working on some Christmas presents. That reminds me that I'm in the middle of working on some Christmas presents that I need to work on. Maybe that's what I'll do today. After this. After I clean up all the cardboard and stuff. I need to get that cleaned up out of the middle of my living room. So I've still got a stack of cardboard in there. I'm really hoping So I started streaming at noon, so I set my alarm for 10. But I also set an alarm for 7 o'clock this morning because I had some packages to ship out. I was talking about this at the beginning of the stream, but I don't know who all was here. But I had some packages I needed to ship out. I was going to put them in the mailbox last night, and then I was just like, there are liquid cores in here, some liquid core dice. I don't really want them to freeze. So we're going to go put this out in the morning. So hopefully it's not quite as cold. It was still quite cold this morning at 7 when I got up, but hopefully they won't be out there as long in the cold and have as much time to freeze. Another pink. This one actually is called red. It's a slightly different pink. It's very similar though. We'll see how it glows. I should do another video where I try weird things in resin. That was fun. I tried like nail polish and paint and Kool-Aid last time. I need to figure out some more fun things to try though. I've done quite a few. I still have resin here. I still have quite a few. Where's that? No, I've done quite a few spices already. But there's probably more spices that I could try. Purple. You know, I have enough resin in a couple of these. I could probably steal a little bit of resin from some of these to put into some dice. Some of these have a fair amount of resin in them. I might do that. Because I was like, I still have some resin left over, so I was like, well, I could, make a couple of spare dice. Do a d20 or something. I have the d20 that is half filled over here. There's all this resin all over it there. Okay. I could also just make some turn this into black. That's probably a better plan. So just use this resin. I think I'll just finish this off with some black. This black is fun. You use like a little tiny dot of it, and then it just turns so black. Alright, let's finish off this D20. It is, yeah. I need to make some more dice molds. I need to make some more molds. I guess I have some of them half made. But that's part of the reason I think it's nice to have all of my molds separate. Because I know a lot of people do all of, a full set of dice all in one mold together. But it's nice because I can just do a single D20 if I want to, or whatever. What should we do? Like a keychain or something. Let's do a drop of purple. Should we put this? Yeah, at least have a couple separate. Part of the reason I personally decided to do all individual molds is because I really like doing sets where every die is different. And I wanted the versatility of being able to either do them at different times because they're super different, or if they're, you know, all the same design but different colors or whatever. I didn't want the colors to mix in the lid. I should go back into doing some more sets where every die is different. They're more work because I have to like get out more materials and do some more planning. But they're fun to do. Really fun to do. Alright, cool. Alright, let me swirl this up a little bit. I still got some clear resin. Let's do a keycap. I haven't done those in a while. There's hair in here. Cat hair! I found cat hair! No, get out! So always cat hair. Let's do one of these. It's been a while since I've done a keycap. I'll do there's some ink in here. Let's do a pink. Let's do a blue. And we'll do some more resin. The bay leaf, it really is like getting the bay leaf in soup. It's like I know it's there. But still I'm still not happy when I'm the one that ends up with it. Alright. Give it a second for the air bubbles to rise to the surface. Let's put these down again. Alright. I still got a little bit of leftover resin in here. I'm going to do like a D4 or something. Let's just do a D4. Do another drop of blue and pink. Since I have them out, I like blue and pink. Alright, do any of these need a little bit more? Not really. All of these are looking pretty okay. Got a little tiny bit of resin. We'll throw it in. I'll throw it in here. This is to make a piece to then make more keycap molds, but I can just throw some extra resin in here and throw it in the pressure pot and keep adding layers as I have extra. Alright, let's get all of these onto our tray thingy. Now I have all that used up. Alright, so I have like a double-decker tray thing. So let's put most of the cups on the bottom if we can, and so that I can put these on that tray, because the dice are more likely to overflow. hopefully I have enough room here. That is a concern, actually. Let's have enough room on here. I think I can squeeze a couple more on here. Oh, yeah. A couple more over here. Oops. How do I do this? I put another one over here somewhere. I think I can put one more over on this side. No, maybe not. Maybe I can't fit one more over on this side. Oh, no, maybe I can. Maybe I can. I'm trying to get so that they're fairly level. I'm not hanging over the edge or anything. Squish these this way a little bit. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit better. I think that's pretty full there. You know, I'm trying to figure things out when the Minecraft villager noises start coming. I didn't think this part through very well. Oh boy. I could fit more if I set them on here. Okay. I'm rethinking this. So I'm actually going to put most of these on top because I have a little section on the bottom here that I have made somewhat resin resistant. And I'm going to put the dice mold on there. So I can fit more without putting this tray on. So I'm going to put the dice down here. And I'll put these up top. And I think they'll... because this is flatter than this is. So I can... I think I'll be able to fit more. We'll see. I'm really playing Tetris now. Alright. Scoop this whole thing this direction a little bit. The art of resin arrangement. Somehow more complicated than flower arranging. Can expect that. Let's do it this way. Trying to get things as close to the edge as possible. I can fit another one. I think I can fit another one there. It might be a slight angle, but I think it'll be okay. It's ever so slight. Alright, well let's get the dice on there because those are more important to be like in the pressure pot. If I have to leave a couple of these out, it's honestly fine. It's really not going to be that noticeable with the mica powders if they're left out here to cure. I prefer if they weren't, but it won't be super noticeable. Oh, I can stack some on top of these. Oh, there. I think that'll be fine. I think we're fine. We're fine. Because I can put these on, yeah, I can put these on top of those. We're fine. Okay. Right. Yes. Perfect. No, I can't put them on top of this. Well, that's okay. I'm just putting the lid on this one. This one be actually squished down because that's all those little like sprues. Last chicken nugget in the tray. Yeah. These are square at least, even though they take up some space. Oh, I have these over here too. Oh no, I have more than I thought. Well, let me get this one in here. This is the nice thing about it not taking as long as that I'm not super worried about taking too long putting these all onto the tray. I know I've got a little bit of work time left. Think about which ones it would be best to leave out. I think I want to make sure that the glow in the dark ones are in here because the bubbles will be more noticeable. I think I probably leave that one out. We fit a couple of them in here. And a couple down here. I put one down there. Put those like that. See if I can fit this and this. Oh, there we go, I got those. Okay. Tuck that in there. Alright, so I've got 3 that I didn't fit in there. I wonder if this is too tall. That might work. I just don't want to like have any like suction areas where things are going to be like create any sort of suction. We'll see if that's too tall. All right, I need to go get this into the pressure pot, and that is going to be a little loud because I need to turn the air compressor on. So I'm going to leave it here. I should be back next Saturday. I will keep you all updated in the Discord on that. But thanks for hanging out, and I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.